Good morning. Am I audible? Just put in chat box if I am audible.
There's no such thing as a good or bad memory. There is no such thing as a good or bad memory.
Okay. A very good morning to all the attendees here. We'll just wait for few more minutes for others to join and then we will start with today's interaction. So I can see around 10, 15, 10, 12 people have joined. Uh, Meanwhile, let us take a brief review of what we have learned and let me first know all the participants and their names. So please put in chat box your name and your place. Good morning. Please put in your chat box your name and your place. Where are you from? Yeah, okay. Gaurav Agarwal from Nagpur, Amol from Pune, Pandharpur, Surekha ma'am from West Bengal, welcome ma'am. Shambhavi, Kolhapur, good. Yeah, good morning. Please put your name and your place. Where are you from? So that everybody, all the other attendees will know about the varieties of participants for this course and for this FDP. Yeah, good morning. All right. Meanwhile, till you put it, let us go ahead. And I guess it is around 11:03. We will wait one more minute just. Dr. Surendra Khandekar, Palgar, good morning, sir. Good. I hope you have watched all the sessions. Dr. Parveen Bala from Jaipur. Okay, so I just see the chat box on my laptop so that I can read clearly and then address you here on my mobile phone. So that's why I'm looking down to just see read the text. So good morning and let us begin. I hope all of you have watched all the sessions. There may be some of the participants who have not watched few of the sessions. No problem, you can watch them by today evening by 8 p.m. at what time we have scheduled actually the test. So what is the nature of today's interaction? I'll tell briefly and then we will start. So first, I welcome you all to this live interaction. The purpose of this live interaction is to address the doubts of participants, doubts of you people on any of the sessions that we have seen so far, the 6 sessions of this particular course 2.0 FDP SDP on transforming communication skills. So first I will address the doubts and then I will tell the nature of today's quiz which is scheduled today at 8 p.m. What will be the nature, what will be the assessment criteria and what will be the passing criteria to get course 2.0 certificate. And then at the end we all are going to, I mean you are going to be a part of my launching of new website, Let's Communicate Effectively. So at the end we will launch the website. You will be, you know, the launching invited experts or the let us say guests of this website, and I'll just launch the website. We'll show you that website and everybody can go there and find out definitely very useful resources. Of course it is under development, but launching this website today in presence of you all. So that will be the end of today's session. So please, I had shared one interaction, live interaction session which I had with the previous participants of this particular course, in which I had addressed many of the common questions, common queries asked by the previous participants, and I had shared the link of that as well. I hope you have watched that. If not, you can go back and again watch later on, and you can put your questions here also so that I can address them. Uh, in the attendance form every day I had given one last question which was optional. Any other query that you actually want me to address on this live session, and I have seen 2 3 queries, and most of the common one is the same, like how to improve our communication skills. That is, I have understood everything, I have understood all the part. Of course, I have got very good comments and very good feedback about the contents and that part, and I really appreciate and thank you all people for your encouraging feedback. The common question asked is how to improve your communication skills, and second one is like, I know some of the part of communication skills, but the problem is with my English and its basics. So the usual, when you go on internet or when you go to any communication expert, you will find the same solution given, that you have to improve, and you have to improve from listening, speaking, reading and writing. But very rare people tell you how to do that, right? All those things, all those techniques, actually I have discussed in this particular course 2.0. I can see now that most of the people have filled the attendance, but they have not watched the entire video, because each video, the average watch time is 15 to 20 minutes, 20 to 25, 22 minutes maximum. So it shows that you have not watched the entire video. No problem. The videos will be there on my site, on my YouTube channel forever. You can take your time and you can watch the videos carefully and try to implement the techniques that I have discussed, and that will help you to improve your communication skills. Second, about English basics, I have done already course 1.0 and many of you have done with that course. So again, you can go back, watch and practice with that. And on the website which I am launching today, I'm going to put a lot of very useful resources on the same problems, like developing your English basics. I'm going to put all the available resources. I'm going to select and put them on my website so that you can easily find them and practice with those. As well as the website will be again for you to get very good resources there. So what two techniques I'll tell you again for the basics, improving basics. It is nothing but the grammar, the English basics is something which you cannot ignore, even you cannot focus more upon. So you have to learn the part for the basic things. They are basics, we have to learn them, but we should not unnecessarily focus all the grammar rules. Unless and until you speak, it is not possible for you to improve. So learn all the basic things, practice with the help of the tests available online given by me, as well as will give on the website, and try to implement them. So usually this example I give, like you read a book of 100 pages on how to drive a car, right? Or even you observe the people driving the car. When will you learn to do that? Actually, when you sit in the driver's seat and learn everything, all the mechanism of that particular car. So once you sit in that particular driver's seat, and then you know about where is the clutch, where is brake, where is accelerator, where is the steering, how to change the gears. And once you get the experience, after 1 week or so, you don't remember what you read, but you remember how to drive. Same is applicable with English basics, with communication skills as well. We have to learn the part, but we have to actually sit in the driver's seat, and we have to start speaking in English. We have to start using English and using the communication skills which are very essential, like listening, listening with concentration, active listener, being a good reader, using the 5 hour rule. At all part you are supposed to do in your actual life, and that will help you to improve your communication. Then next usually asked question is, how long it will take for me to improve my communication? I'll say there is no duration, and there you may find so many people giving you assurance of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and so on. But again, that is only for you to begin. Unless you start, there is no time limit. And developing English is fine, I can say that can be done in, let us say, in the duration of 3 months, 90 days, definitely. But developing communication skills, effective communication skills, it is a lifelong process, because every day, from every person, from every incident, you learn a new communication skill. So it is a lifelong process, and it will get developed step by step. You have to just use the steps that you have learned in this course, and there are so many other resources as well where you will get the steps for developing the communication skills. I know my course is very limited one, transforming communication skills. Yeah, is it voice mismatch to all? Maybe because of network connectivity. So my course, Transforming Communication Skills, is limited. I have around 6 hours resources. I have tried to give all the best resources there, but definitely it has its own limitations. You have to work extra, and each and every aspect is to be focused with more concentration, with more dedication. With that, you can go ahead with. So these two common things which I actually wanted to address. Now let me take the questions from you. If there are any questions, you can put me in chat box on the sessions that we have covered, or even any other thing that you would like to discuss about your communication skills, transforming communication skills. You can put me in the chat box. I'll address. Am I audible to all? Did you get what I just say before some time? Please put S if you have got it in chat box. Just put S. Okay. All right. Okay, yes. So any question? If you have any question, you can put. If no question, then two possibilities. Either you have understood everything or understood nothing. Or it may be in between. Understood something, need to understand the rest of the part. Okay, importance of phonology in pronunciation. Surekha Khandekar, ma'am is asking. Then Shambhavi is asking how to overcome the problem of inferiority complex while communicating. Very good question. Actually, we have discussed that, Shambhavi, in our barriers to communication, right? Psychological barrier. And that is definitely a challenging part. I will address that as well. First, about the phonetics or phonology. Yeah, phonology plays some important role, but it is not hard and fast that you should have the native speaker like pronunciation, British or American, right? It is fine if you have your own Indian pronunciation of the words, but what you have to avoid, you have to avoid mother tongue influence, MTI. That is, our English should not be perceived as if we are speaking in our mother tongue, right? So that is, most of the time we do translations. We think in Marathi, we have seen in thinking and speaking skills, we think in Marathi or our mother tongue, and we try to translate that into English, and with that we use some of the words which are not actually acceptable. One part. Second part, we are actually influenced by our mother tongue. Like for example, the sound p. So we have p, as in phala, or as in let us say the other words which use p, which is bilabial actually in Marathi, but in English it is labiodental, f, right, as in fan. So as in Marathi we have p sound, we have habit of saying it pan, pan, so it gets more stress. The fan, the aspirated sounds of p, t, k. Like when we say fan, we are giving some aspirations. When we say time, we are giving stress on t, right? When we are saying kite, kite, we are giving stress on that. So some of that part, of course, we should learn, but not necessary that you should imitate the native speakers. And understanding phonetics theoretically is easy, but implementing that needs contextual practice. So better use your headphones and listen the native speakers, even listen the Indian speakers who have acceptable tone, the neutral tone, right? So let me tell you one of the research, like the most of the call centers and most of those customer support centers, they prefer Indian students who are good in English, who are fluent in English, because of their one quality, that is their neutralized tone. Like we Indians have neutralized tone which can be converted in any of the tone, like British or American. Okay, so that is about phonetics. No need to pay much attention, but yes, you can try to avoid it being like having our let us say rustic pronunciation or like our mother tongue influence. The second is about inferiority complex while speaking. Unless and until you try, unless you practice, that is not possible to overcome. So simple technique which usually I tell is, you when you are speaking to someone, when you are speaking to audience, you should forget that you are talking to experts or you are communicating with some of the knowledgeable people. You are just expressing your information, your ideas to them, and be sure that most of them are not aware about the information that you are telling. When you get this confidence, you don't have inferiority complex. And why to feel that inferiority complex? Because we all are talking to human beings, right? So unless you try, yes, it is quite challenging to overcome that part. We have to try more and more, and definitely we will find solutions on that. Okay, so next let me take and yes, coming overcoming inferiority complex definitely needs practice. We have to practice most of the time, and that will help you to overcome it. If I watch all the videos of ongoing course and attempt the quiz, will I get certificate? Yeah, yesterday only because I got 4 or 5 requests from the students and even from the other participants. Sir, we have missed registration and we want to complete it. So I have kept it open, no problem. But provided you watch all the sessions and you definitely pass the test tonight, definitely I will consider for you for the certification of 2.0. For FDP, SDP, you have to fulfill the other criteria that you have to pay the registration fees and you will get that certificate if you are interested. Okay. Again, what is nature of today's quiz? Number of questions, marks, etc. I'll come to that in 5 minutes. Sunil, I'll just come to that in 5 minutes, and definitely I'm going to spend time on that. Some of my students' pronunciation of data and information varies. How to convey them about accent? Okay, so some of my students pronunciation for data and information varies. How to convey them about accent? Okay, so you can simply ask them. There is a very good app on Play Store called English Pronunciation. It is very basic, and you can choose from the languages the pronunciation tone, even Indian, British and American. It is English Pronunciation. Tell them to download, tell them to finish up those 44 sounds, consonants, vowels and diphthongs, and let them go through the basic tests are there, which will help them to develop their pronunciation, and step by step it will be developed. Next, how we maintain regularity in English communication? What some changes must require in daily routine? Oh, right, that is great question. I hope we have discussed in the session number 6, thinking and speaking skills, that yes, how can you make yourself engaged in English? Thinking. We do not sit idle. We do not, even if we are sitting idle, we are not thoughtless. So engage yourself in communicating to yourself in English, describing something in front of you in English. That is one thing. Second thing, unless you try deliberately, it is not going to take place. So you decide that every day at a specific time for 30 minutes or so, you will communicate in English either with your friends, with your parents, or with yourself in the mobile phone, like just turning on the front camera and speaking for say 5, 10, 15 minutes, and just on any of the topic that you feel good at that time, and just going back and watching how you performed there. So that will definitely help. Second, there are very good online platforms as well, which will help you to get engaged in speaking, like speaking English, or yeah, it is same like speaking English is one app which I recently saw and recently installed, wherein you get the opportunity every day at a specific time. There are some online learners from throughout the world, and you are one of those. You can put your ideas and you can connect with anyone and speak, but that may again create a kind of nervousness. So better to go with your friends or to yourself and join that. Toastmaster.com is the website, toastmaster.com, which is the the biggest site, biggest organization in improving your public speaking. You can go and register there and just watch the videos and the techniques that they are giving. You can take part in their activities as well. It is toastmaster.com. Okay, how does Surekha ma'am is asking, how does effective communication influence the EQ? Yes, definitely EQ is the most important part along with your IQ, and some some of the experts are even giving more importance to EQ than IQ. That is your intelligence question. More importance is given to your emotional question. Now, EQ it's a very vast again the domain to work on emotional question. It is simply how we manage our emotions and how we understand the emotions of others and behave in that particular way. So talking about communication skills, like if you are effective communicator, you will not have inferiority complex. If you will not even have sometimes superiority complex, like you will not be having anxiety to talk of that because you are completely fluent in English and you know how to communicate effectively. So if you possess all those effective communication strategies, your emotional quotient definitely gets high, and when you communicate with that confidence to others, sometimes even the person in front of you also gets connected to you and may get free to talk with you, communicate with you and come up with these solutions. Same way, sometimes we use a sentence like we have seen in our course 1.0 the Freudian slip of tongue. Like we are not perfect in communication or use of language, and we say something which actually we do not want to say, but because of mistake slip of tongue we do that. And there is a, let us say, a disagreement between you and your friend, and that may lead to a conflict. So if you are good in communication skills, automatically you will think before you speak, and you will use the appropriate, the suitable sentences and the dialogues with your friend in front of you. So that is my explanation. You may disagree with this, or there may be more. It will definitely take some time to think on that and come up with a very good and acceptable explanation that how communication skills help in developing our EQ. Okay, try to conduct a session on interview techniques. Gaurav is asking techniques for students. We will suggest to our students. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm coming with that because I have even got this particular requirement from my students as well, because they are facing now. Many of like HCL, Infosys, Wipro, they are hiring IBM. They are hiring these students, and now they are preparing. Students are definitely asking for how to face post COVID or even it is during COVID interviews. Definitely I'm coming up with that very interesting session. Actually that is a part of 4.0, but I'm coming with that session on facing interviews post, during and post COVID situations. I'll announce that soon, and thank you for the suggestion. How to help students overcome NTI while speaking in English? Mother tongue influence. Yeah, that is the biggest challenge. What we are trying? We are trying to improve something by practicing in the same situation. Like if the five friends of same mother tongue are coming together and practicing, they will not listen, they will not hear the actual pronunciation of that particular word. So for that, it is the same technique. Actually, they are universal techniques. That's why they are repeated by most of the students or most of the teachers and the experts. That is, you have to listen to native speakers, right? Or listen to the standard variety of English in India of that particular country, let us say, right? So we have to deliberately listen to English songs, right? Select English songs or podcasts or the English news and try to focus on the words and their pronunciation. Technique number one. Second technique, there are so many very good English dictionaries available online where you have to deliberately search for the words and search for their pronunciation. Even if you simply nowadays put in Google a particular word and pronunciation, Google is also giving its actual pronunciation and the lip movement, mouth movement as well. So we have to deliberately try with those, how the words are pronounced, and that will definitely help. And we have to try to use that when we are actually speaking. So these, number one, trying to communicate or trying to listen the native speakers or native like speakers, and second, getting the pronunciation of the words from the dictionaries and using them. These two are the techniques which are very effective to develop our pronunciation or to avoid the mother tongue influence. Now, why we have mother tongue influence most of the time? Because English, it has a very limited patterns, and the other languages, they have their own patterns. In English, rising and falling tone and stress, these two make the difference, right? And that is something which is not known to us and to our students. So if you are a teacher, just train your students on stress pattern, primary stress, secondary stress, the syllable and the stressed syllables, and from the tone and intonation, just let them know what is rising tone and falling tone, and do some mechanical practice and let them listen more and understand it. Now BBC English is a news channel, again BBC News. You are going to, you get many more news around the world, and the speakers from that are, from, sometimes they are native speakers, sometimes they are even from the other nations who are, using the standard variety of English. So listening more is the solution to improve your pronunciation. Okay, that is done. Host a session on personality development and group discussion. Yeah, yes madam, that is the need of the time. I understand. Actually 3.0 is the planning, it is on writing skills, but I'm again thinking to conduct some sessions on interview and job interviews and group discussion. Personality development is huge, that is the last, and it will have so many aspects. So I want to convert that into a very good course so that you will get everything at one platform. Definitely I will come. Okay, so let me, I hope I have addressed the questions for around 20-30 minutes now. Let me declare or make it common the nature of today's quiz assessment and that part. Shall we go? Shall we go to the next part? What is the nature of today's quiz? Please put yes in chat box and let us move ahead. Okay. Fine. So we have seen all the aspects of communication skills, and we have seen developing, enhancing our communication skills with the help of enhancing our listening, speaking, reading, writing, thinking skills and all that part. So let me tell you why I kept this assessment and this quiz part, because unless you learn something, and unless you are assessed, unless you are tested, and unless you go through this assessment part, you do not feel proud to get the certificate and complete the course. With that purpose, for each and every of my course, I keep the assessment. With this purpose, even I have kept assessment for this. The nature of this today's quiz is, the quiz will be open at 8 p.m. and will close at 10 p.m. 2 hours time I'm giving, and you can open in between any time and finish up the quiz, which will not take more than maximum 20 to 30 minutes. The nature of quiz is, there will be simply 15 multiple choice questions, 15 multiple choice questions, 1-5, of course conducting on Google quiz, and the MCQs, the distribution of those 15 MCQs is 3 MCQs on first 3 sessions and 2 MCQs on next 3 sessions. So we have 6 sessions, 3 MCQs on each of session number 1, session number 2 and session number 3, total 9 MCQs, and session number 4, 5, 6, 2 MCQs each, 6 MCQs, 9 plus 6, 15 MCQs. Multiple choice questions, you have to read and select the best option, the correct option. Now to get the certificate of course 2.0, you have to get any 6 MCQs correct, which is 40%. You have to get any 6 MCQs correct. If you get 6 MCQs correct, you are eligible, that is 40%, and you will get the certificate. For FDP, SDP participants, you have to simply just submit the quiz, submit the assessment. For you, there is no passing criteria, but you have to do all the tasks which I have told at the end of each session, and that is again optional, and that is for you. You need not to submit to me. For FDP, SDP, you have to take the quiz and you have to submit that. After the quiz, when you submit the quiz, in the feedback response itself, you will get a link for feedback, right? You have to click on the feedback and you have to give the final feedback, like your overall feedback on the course. After the quiz, you can give the feedback. Submission of quiz and feedback is mandatory to get the certificate. I hope I am clear. If it is, you put yes. How you understood the nature of today's quiz? If understood, please put yes. If not, just put please repeat. Okay. So most of the friends are saying yes. Okay. Okay, I'll repeat again for few, but maximum they have got it. Excuse me. Okay, so I'll just briefly repeat. Today's quiz will be conducted between 8 to 10 p.m. through Google Quiz. The nature is there will be 15 multiple choice questions based on the 6 sessions. MCQs, multiple choice questions. The distribution of those MCQs is like this: 3 questions each on first 3 sessions and 2 questions each on the next 2 sessions. 9 plus 5, 15 multiple choice questions. You have to simply select the correct option, and to get the certificate, you should get at least 6 MCQs correct. The timing is 8 to 10 p.m. You can log in. You can click on the link. Link I will share maybe by 4 p.m. today, and you can simply just save the link, but the link will start accepting the responses at 8 p.m. sharp tonight. For course participants, getting 40%, that is 6 MCQs correct, is mandatory. For FDP SDP participants, submitting the quiz is just the requirement. For both participants, after the quiz, you have to submit the feedback, overall feedback. That is again mandatory, and the certificates you will get in next 2 days. In only 2 days, you will get the certificate. Is that clear? Okay, I hope that is clear now. Again, the same interaction will be available at once I close this. It will be available for you. Again, you can go back and watch and understand. Let me go to the last part of this interaction and inauguration of my website, and I welcome you all being the host of a guest of this inauguration. What I'll do, inauguration is simply my student friends have developed everything, and I'll just take this laptop, this screen, the mobile phone on my laptop screen, and we'll click on the website and we'll explain some of the part. Okay, so let us go and inaugurate the website. All right, I'll just take the phone off and Yeah. So here it is. Can you see the screen of my laptop? Okay, so I'll here put, now the name of the website is the same that we have given to this program, that is Let's Communicate Effectively. It is Let's Communicate Effectively.com, and here is the website. So let us see. One, two, three. Yeah, I hope you can see there is a reflection, but yeah. Okay, so this is the website, and it is inaugurated now in presence of you all. So please go through that. I'll share this in the description box of below this video. Even I'll share on WhatsApp group and on our Telegram channel as well. So I have tried my level best to give all the information here. You can check here. Let's communicate effectively. Let's grow together. The same part. And home, in this courses you will get 1.0 and 2.0. Blogs, I have created very interesting blogs. One I have already posted, you can go and read the blog. Resources, in this, under this tag I'm going to give all the useful resources for you to develop your English basics, communication skills, soft skills and personality step by step. And this is my elite courses. Some of the courses I'm going to offer privately, definitely. So this, all those people may log in here and get those. It is about us and you can contact us. Here is the login button, you can log in. This is the description. Below is how we have got here, and that part. The website is an outcome of the constant motivation and encouragement from my students. That part you just go through. Below that, courses you may find useful, very meticulously designed website by my student friends. You will see their names at the end, and they are live now. They are also watching it. Are you there, Aditya, Pratik? Are you there? Just put yes in chat box. Aditya, Pratik, Jivan. Yeah, Aditya is there. So these are the courses 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 coming soon, and so on. We will update that. And here is the feedback. You can simply click on those tabs and you will find, actually there are so many very good feedbacks. We have selected some of them and have put it here. You will also put here, you will also give your feedback in today's feedback form, and I may put those here with your name. And you can get in touch with us on the social medias, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook or Twitter with the same name, Dr. Mahesh B. Shinde. You can even click any of those links and you may get connected to me. And if you have any query, you can submit it here. And these are the names. So let us, yeah, thank you very much. And thank you to my team, Let's Communicate, Pratik, Aditya, Sunanda, Jeevan. Thank you very much. And this is the website. I'll just put it, and please go through the courses, go through the first blog which I have created. And the blog is again very encouraging and very interesting. It is on, if you can dream big, you will achieve big. So yeah, it is, if you can dream it, you can do it. Just click on that. And I have just given just a first blog here. I'll go on keeping very good blogs here. So thank you very much. And I announce that this website, Let's Communicate Effectively, is inaugurated in presence of you all. Yeah, I'll definitely share it with yeah, so what Aditya, the technical head of this website, is saying, please go through and you can submit your reviews, submit your views on that with us. So with this, let me end up this live session. I hope